Right, we've opened up the vault, 80's vault today. We've been on the road and looked at collectors' vaults. So today I've brought the 80's vault out for Mark and Wol to come and have a look at. So I want them to come and pick some of their favourites from the 80's vault. Come on in.
Right, now.
Mark,
how do you,
good to
mate?
see you.
Right.
Wol, good to see you.
Pleasure, man. Good, mate.
Get
Pleasure.
stuck in and have a look at the vault. Fill your boots.
I tell you, it's lovely pieces here, isn't it?
Stunning. I looked at this.
That's lovely.
I thought this was an absolutely magnificent piece, this is.
Right lads, just choose a few more items, get them on the rail and we'll get them around the showroom, have a chat about them. You crack on. We've brought the gear back from the archive. When we met Wol, we started talking about Santa Mark IIs that Wol had in his collection. Wol had these three, like me, but Wol had a white one that I didn't have. The story here is we're going to bring back the white one on 80's Casuals, thanks to seeing Wol's serving up a bit of a reminder, so that's going to happen. We've got the yellow, which Wol hasn't got, but he's got it today.
Got it today.
So Wol's now got these colours.
Yep.
So Wol's going to be up to 5 colours, and I'm going to be getting this one so that I'm up to 5 colours. And on top of that, we're going to bring out a fashion colour in grey and pink, so that's coming around about August time.
For me, it's got to be that in the Trinza type fabric. I used to own that as a full suit. That is beautiful. Pity you don't fit me, otherwise I'd have had that off you today, Neil.
Yeah. To my knowledge, it's called the Zeo, the bring back element, which we're trying to do. People have picked up on this in town called Malice. Yeah. So we're planning to bring it back because Gene wears it and people have thrown the images around.
I believe they did it in red and also navy as well, didn't they?
Got this in my archive somewhere, but yes, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised in the colourways.
So we're hoping to bring that back.
I gotta say, absolutely, I remember this one when we were kids. They used to have a reverse colourway in it, but I've now seen it in the red. I know Leo's wanting to give me this one, and I know that he's wanting to put it
that's
back
going.
in the
certainly because I'm too fat for it.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember it's got elements of the ghillie.
For me, it's the pull string as well.
Exactly. There's an ST one called the ghillie.
Ghibli.
Yeah,
the Ghibli. Right, okay, yeah.
So it's the Ghibli. And it had that. It was the macrame parts. Yeah. The next one was there. I remember this like it was yesterday.
No, that's yours. Go on, you have that one.
Go on.
Bag it up.
Mine.
Another one in this Trinda fabric. I just love Trinda. So like the detail on that. Colour's really strong. How bright the red is against the blue and the white backgrounds. Don't like the badge. I think it should have like the F box.
Yeah, it's an odd badge.
It's weird, isn't it? Even if it was slightly bigger and it was on the arm or something. For me, in the Trinda fabric again.
Whilst we've shown these today, I'll be honest, certain tops, if there's any collectors out there that want some of these, I'm more than happy to see them move on.
Hold on. Whoa, I'm here. Mark pulled one out earlier, which is they're identical, same in the colourway. I remember when you used to open the bags up, you used to have these labels and there were stickers. You can just about see the edges of them, and you used to peel them off when you were kids. I think
that's mid to late 80s, wasn't it?
Again, you've got the F badge on the side. Could always all do with a big F, just to hyphenate it. But that material is absolutely second to none. And another one to add to my collection.
A lot of the stuff on the rail stems from the original firm wardrobe we got involved in. So this is the Bexy Willander that did really well in white and raw. We then did a white and navy. And last year we launched white and sky, and it's absolute winner. So we've got it coming back again. Just in the world of OG Willanders, we're going to do a white and green, and the lads have seen that today.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Really liking that.
So deceptive well, you've got to see it in the flesh. Yeah, this ain't no promotional DS talk or any of that. Looks great in the flesh.
I'm going to throw something completely different into the pile. Love that. I think we've said Lecoq. For me, HCC, Henry Charles. It's just really cool, like, you know, with those thin 3D stripes in the red. Also that sort of turquoise green, yeah. Because we've not really seen much in that turquoise green.
You were saying you got
Arthur Ashe, when you last came to mine, is an Arthur Ashe version of this. Yeah, it's a re-release, which is Lecoq Sportif.
I think that would be really cool in a Sergio.
You need to come down to my house and have a look. Back in the day, when I was a teenager, this was absolutely huge. Now I know it gets a lot of criticism, but the actual build quality of this when I was growing up, fantastic. This suede leather effect is marvellous. I know it's away from track tops, but this is part of the leisure industry.
I don't know criticism. Enough lads had them. I had one, and people talk about it. I think the criticism is would someone have one again today? And enough people ask.
I think they would.
When we were younger, we used to wear a tracky top underneath with a funnel.
Yeah. Or
So you see the
a roll neck.
Burberry jacket, collars up, showing the Burberry
I'd had
jacket.
a roll neck.
Roll neck.
Yeah.
And then we got this one. So that's an Armani.
Yeah, all day long. Such beautiful, well built. It's just a magnificent piece.
Did it have a name?
Yeah. What is it?
Pie crust.
The pie crust.
This is
That
the pie
little
crust
subtle
neck.
badges there. What Armani used to do back then. It was phenomenal. It wasn't loud, it wasn't proud, but it was just subtle.
And I think
And if
being
you knew-
oversized was nice because you could put a polo
join
underneath
it,
or
yeah.
a shirt.
Or a t-shirt, however you
I
want.
think a lot of lads will remember this.
This one for me, I remember buying this from Armani on South Molton Street in London with just a tiny
Wow.
yellow eagle. Quite a few brands trying to copy it. Obviously Armani at the best. This was the same price as maybe an Australian or a Cerruti tracksuit, just for the knit. Knitwear was big for us all then, wasn't it?
Yeah. My kind of knitwear, I didn't get into Armani. I was definitely more the Lyle and Scott Pringle, so a classic Pringle from back in the day.
They had him in a multitude of colours, yeah,
Yeah,
but these
yeah.
were the iconics, yeah.
We're going back to some shirt collars, classic V-lash styles. This has always been a seller for us, and we've done it as a pop-up funnel neck. But we're going to go with the shirt collars this time round on this colourway, a classic V-lash.
I think that being a sort of 70s design really works with the collar rather than a zip through, because we've done the zip through a few times.
Yeah,
And then obviously you've got the Frankie as well, haven't you? All
definitely been a move towards the shirt collar, just as a point of difference. It's a bit more 70s retro.
Today I thought I'd come down with a Cerruti, and I've gone through. I found this baby.
And I've got this one. This is very Jimmy Connor's
Yeah.
design.
Very
And
much.
this one was in a town called Mouse, but this design is very V-lash, and I can't remember whether he ever was Cerruti or not. That's going to be something to have a look at.
I think
It's
you
a
might
V.
be right. I've got some books that
Yeah.
probably I've seen Vilas with there.
It's the ultimate label, isn't
Yeah,
it?
of course, yeah.
It's the one that's most requested at the minute, so
Yeah.
it's certainly on the list of brands.
It's
that
one of
we'd
those,
love to
if
bring
you
back.
know,
You
you
know.
know.
Right, I think that's a bit of a wrap. We could have brought shed loads of stuff in here. The lads were loving loads from the archive, but we've hopefully picked a few bits out to keep you happy, and the lads have got a few bits today. So cheers for coming, boys. Good to see you again.
Thank you, very much
Good to see you, Mark.
appreciated.
Brilliant.